Did you ever think why there is no delay in Japanese trains? In Japan, the trains are always on time, every day and every second. Do you know why? Because they follow the system of discipline. The Japanese government will apologize to passengers, refund the amount, and at times issue a certificate for the delay to prevent chaos at schools and workplaces. On the other hand, in many countries, delays are accepted as normal. Likewise, normally we think studying for 16 to 17 hours gets us ranks. But no, just 30 minutes of focus a day can also earn you ranks. How long do you study doesn't matter, but how should I study matters a lot. Struggle and hard work do not bring success without a plan. It only wastes efforts. That's why today I will teach you 5 Japanese techniques that will make your exam preparations easy, not by increasing the hours of study, but by changing the way you study and with real examples that you can implement. Even applying just one technique can improve your exam performance. Watch the video till the end. It might change the way you prepare for the exam. Hi, I'm Amta Rupesh, your Vedic maths teacher. Before getting into the video, please do support us by liking, sharing and subscribing to our Vedic math channels on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Spotify and YouTube. Your support means the world to me to get more interesting content to you. We also have a WhatsApp community that supports students, parents and teachers. All the links are given in the description. Now, let's get into the video quickly. Imagine a student, Ria, who has a math exam coming up and is weak in fractions. She feels stressed, scared and confused. Now, let's see how these Japanese techniques help Ria perform better in her math exam. Let's see the first technique. Number 1, Kaizen, which means continuous improvement. Improve by 1% over yesterday, rather than dumping everything in your mind at once and failing. For example, Ria thinks I must finish the entire fractions chapter in 1 week, but she forgets everything as she stresses her mind. Then she applies Kaizen. She will decide today, I will understand only on how to simplify fractions. Next day, one more time. Next day, 5 practice sums. Then, and slowly she feels that fractions are easy. She can see the real progress day by day now. But improvement alone is not enough. You need to study with an open mind, and that's where Shoshin technique will help. Shoshin, which means beginner's mind. You might have seen that sometimes toppers are failing too. This is because they believe they know everything. Once the mind is fixed with this thought, then it will stop recording, which will eventually lead to failure. For example, Ria once scored well in maths, so she thinks fractions are easy. I already know this. Because of this mindset, she skips the basics and starts making silly mistakes. Now she applies Shoshin. She tells herself, I'll study fractions as if I'm learning them for the first time. She revisits the basics, studies carefully and practices simple sums. Now she has a new mindset and a strong understanding. Now Ria has improved in maths with understanding, but something is missing. Yes, it is motivation to study, and motivation is very important to stay focused. This is where Ikigai helps. Ikigai means reason of being. You cannot be forced if you don't know why you are studying. So, know the purpose of why you are studying this. For example, Ria found it difficult to prepare for the math exam, but she questions herself. Why am I studying maths? She recalls her dream of becoming an engineer. She tells herself, I'm not studying fractions just to pass this exam. I need maths to build my future. She has now identified the purpose of studying that subject. Through Ikigai, she is building her future identity. Knowing the purpose is great, but what next? How to study without getting tired is also important, right? This is where most of the students fail, and Ria too. That's where this simple Japanese technique plays a crucial role, the Pomodoro technique. fourth technique. Let us see what Pomodoro is now. Pomodoro is a simple time management technique. For example, Ria feels tired while studying fractions. She uses Pomodoro, which is 25 minutes full focus on fractions and 5 minutes of a short break. This is one Pomodoro. Instead of sitting for 2 distracted hours, she completes 3 Pomodoros with full focus. This helps Ria with better concentration and focus, and in fact, without stress. Even with focus and planning, one thing is unavoidable: difficulty. Every student faces this problem where nothing seems to work and stuck. That's where this powerful Japanese technique called Gaman will help. Here's the last technique, which is Gaman, which means staying calm when things feel difficult. Sometimes you feel exams are hard. There will be days when you want to cry. There will be questions that cannot be answered. What do you do in this situation? Quit? The Gaman technique teaches how to handle such situations. For example, Ria gets stuck on a fraction problem. She feels like crying and thinks she can never understand fractions. But instead of quitting, she practices Gaman. She tells herself, it's okay if I don't understand immediately. Then she reads slowly again, tries one example and stays patient. After some time, she feels fractions are not as tough as she thought. Ria developed an understanding by patiently learning the topic without giving up. Now you understand how these simple Japanese techniques will change the way you are preparing for your exams, right? Yes, they will result in a great way only when you practice them consistently. So are you ready to implement them in your life? Then quickly comment ready, and I will send you a guide that helps you to practice these techniques easily in your life. If you find this video helpful, please share it with parents and students whom you believe would benefit from it. Also, like, share and subscribe to our Vedic Math channels, and so we can keep bringing you the content that truly helps. Your support really matters to us. That's all from my end, and see you all in the next video.